What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Beyond the Diamond podcast. Today, in studio, we're going to have Trey Cabbage. He's an Astros outfielder. We are pumped for you to see it. But before we get to it, Dez, we got to thank the people that are powering this episode.
Absolutely. Coby Stevens, Big City Wings, Jesse's Burgers. None of this happens without you guys. Super thankful. Let's get into this episode with a lot of fun.
What's going on, everybody? Brian Lalima here with Apollo Dez, producer Josh. It is Beyond the Diamond podcast here on the Apollo Podcast Network. Astros outfielder Trey Cabbage in the building. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing?
Fantastic. How you guys?
Good, man. We're good. Just like we were talking off air.
Yeah, this is like the second time we've had this. Yeah.
So, Des, go ahead with your statement.
Yeah,
man.
I don't even have a question. Just a
mine's
statement.
Bullshit. So you go for it. Yeah.
You hit the shit out of the baseball.
Yeah.
You hit the shit out of the baseball. We talked about it. Brian said I was glazing on you, whatever that means. But
that's what the kids are saying.
The kids are saying when we made the trade for you, and we were watching the videos. Obviously, being up, I guess it would be classified a prep star. You got drafted in the 4th round. You're committed to Tennessee. Have you always just had that bat to ball skill and just barrels, or was it something you just kind of developed over time? Because that's obviously we'll talk about the ins and outs of hitting, but has that just finding barrels always been there?
I mean, I grew up swinging a bat, so I feel like it was always there. But no, we put in a lot of work in the cage, all the way through the minor leagues, all the way up through here, and working with Snitker every day. It's it's a fun little position we got. So yeah. It's just trying to go out and hit the, like you said, hit the ball hard and find something that I can do it on. I can do some damage. I was blessed with the ability.
And from the left side, which is bullshit, because I was a righty.
Yeah,
that's a gift in it all, like from the plate at least. So one of the, I think, are we going to be able to show him the video? Do we have that? Yeah. Yeah. So we did like this little highlight video of you when you were traded to the Astros, which we kind of do throughout the season. And one of the things that we talked about was like your average exit velocity was like 106 off the bat. It's like it was like one of the top in the league or something like that. Like that's just like insane to me. And I know like exit velocities like kind of come out of nowhere in Major League Baseball, but just to see that, like it goes back to what Dez was talking about. Like that's a lot of barrels, and it's just I don't even know how you teach that.
Yeah.
Like
are you consuming all the analytics stuff and all that information, or because it seems like a paralysis by analysis at some point, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of information, but it's like you can take as little or as much as you want, as long as you can apply it. Like there's a lot of guys that go in there and watch a lot of video. Breggie's really smart to picking up on a lot of things. He watches a lot of his swings. I feel like I'm more of a kinesthetic guy. Like I have to feel it. So I would end up swinging more and trying to find the feels along with the numbers. And so it's just to each their own.
So do you like try to keep it as hitting as basic as it can be? Because I know it's so advanced at the big league level, right? Like you just brought up Alex Bregman, but do you try to like not see ball, hit ball, like not that simple, but like try to dumb it down as much as possible to not overthink?
There's different sections to it, man. Like in the box, it is see ball, hit ball. Like you've put in your work, you've put in your scouting report, you've done your research and stuff like that. But also, when you get in the box, you can't be thinking about all that. Yeah. But then when you're going into doing your scouting reports and everything, you can't be like, all right, well, I'm just going to go up there looking for a heater. And if he's not going to throw it, then, it's pretty tough to do that. So you got to have, a simple mindset and then also be able to dig deeper. So
when
guys are nasty, we got to be ready for it.
I was going to say, what's some of the nasty shit we've seen so far? Like, what's a guy where you're like, you got to take that little time out a little early. We're just like, all right, we'll dig in.
The one that sticks with me, I remember Kevin Gausman last year when I was with the Angels and we were in Toronto. That splitter is something different. So
that splitter is pretty sick.
Have you faced Clase yet?
No, I think I got left on deck.
Oh, okay.
I think I got left on deck twice when he was in there. Yeah, once with Anaheim and once here.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
Like we haven't gotten to interview anybody that's faced him yet. And I've always wanted to know what it looks like from him.
Well, you can interview me. I faced him on MLB The Show.
Oh, you did?
How'd
that go?
So like everyone else on the internet, it's pretty easy. Just put the joystick up and
you got a single off. How do you feel?
Because a video game's just like Major League Baseball.
Right, yeah.
Just if you ask the internet section, the comments will tell you.
Oh yeah.
What's some of the stuff you've been doing in the city? Obviously, you get traded. Change of scenery. You're in Houston now. Mm-hmm. What's some of the stuff you and your family are doing? Any spots you guys eating local? Are you guys Netflix people, HBO people? We streaming video games?
We're definitely streaming at home. I'm not much of a gamer, but we kind of stream and stay home and cook. Like it's fun. We just got married last November, so
nice.
Congratulations. We kind of in that phase where we're getting to show off what we can cook well, and so it's pretty fun. She gets a little bit more elaborate. Mine's pretty much just steak and taters.
Hell yeah.
So
RBI steaks.
So being from Tennessee and getting drafted out of high school, take me back like to the high school years. Did you play multiple sports, or was it just baseball your whole life? You seem like you might have played a little football.
Yeah, this actually cracks me up, and I probably shouldn't tell on myself here, but in a lot of my draft books, it said I was a 3-sport athlete. I didn't play football in high school.
You didn't play football at all?
No.
Built like you are now?
No, I was skinny as a rail.
Were you okay?
I was skinny as a rail when I was a kid. I didn't put on weight till I was probably, I think, in between 18 and 19, 2018, 2019. Mm-hmm. That's when I started to bulk up. But no, man, I was a twig. So I just hooped and played baseball.
Oh, so you hooped? So were you like a 2-sport varsity athlete with basketball and baseball, or
yeah?
Like which one were you better at? I know some players. No, C.J. Stroud's a really good basketball player, but he's obviously an NFL quarterback. Like, right. You know, there's that instance. But
no, I was an athlete who played basketball. I wasn't a very good shooter. I just kind of got rebounds and dunked on people as much as I could. So,
hell yeah.
I think I was 6 foot in high school and played basketball. I was just the white kid that shot threes in the corner. That was it. Just your basic white guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could barely dunk, and I knew my role though. 6th man of the year. Let's go. Yeah. What'd you do?
I was just grinding scouting report. I was the Maldi of Texas 6A baseball. Yeah. Just catching. What was draft day like, but also committing to Tennessee as well? Mm-hmm. Was Tennessee always on the big board? Like that was the program for you?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up 25 minutes from campus, so it was like one of those things. It was always the first game that we watched on Saturdays for college football. We always kept up with the baseball team. My mom was a huge Pat Summitt fan, so as soon as I got the looks from Tennessee, I wanted to go there. But draft day was a little bit more surreal, I guess, because you didn't really know when it was going to happen or if it was going to happen. When I committed, I kind of knew where I wanted to go, and It was just like, all right, there we go. But draft day, it's wild, man. Me and my pops were just sitting there watching it on the iPad.
Yeah, because Major League Baseball does not a great job they're working on actual draft day, obviously compared to the other sports, but like day 2, it's just the draft ticker on the computer. I mean, you're just waiting there for your name to be called or sent in, but you make the decision to forego college, you get drafted. That's a lot for an 18-year-old because now it's a sport you've been playing your entire life. Now it's a business. Was there? I mean, we could talk about your growth and where you are today, but that's got to be just an eye-opening experience from the jump, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had always been one of the better players in the leagues that I'd been, and I got through straight into rookie ball where in high school I maybe saw 90 a couple times. I would see, obviously up to probably like 95 back when I was playing PG tournaments and stuff like that. So we were just in good arms.
Right.
But like fresh out of high school baseball into, having college guys and Latin guys throwing 96, 97 in the 9th, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a pretty big adjustment.
Yeah.
So it hits you quick.
You talk about perfect game. Who'd you play travel ball with?
I played with a team called the Georgia Roadrunners out of Atlanta.
Okay. So did you play in East Cobb and that whole?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I coach Banditos baseball.
Oh, okay.
So travel ball. Yeah, we just got back from Hoover, Alabama, playing in the WWBA out there.
Nice.
So it's
that's the best.
It's crazy, man.
Those are the best of times, dude.
Yeah.
Travel ball in the summer with the boys.
Yeah.
Nothing better.
Yeah, that's why I keep coaching. I've been coaching there for 14 years now, and I've got a 14U team that's about to be 15U. So we're going into the showcase stuff.
Okay.
And I've watched like the growth of select baseball and like what it is now, like PBR, Professional Baseball Report, up in Lake Point, Georgia. You got obviously Perfect Game still the king right now, but just seeing you know the name Hunter Pence. So his nephew, we got to watch him play because he's 14U. He's 14 years old and he's already throwing 92, 94. He sat 92, 94 at the WWBA. A 14-year-old kid.
Yeah,
it's just stupid. Like
it's an unreal how young the game is too. Like how we weren't chucking that hard when we were.
No, hell no.
I don't know if I could hit 92 right now.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I don't. I mean, you throw some seeds this year to
off the bump though. I don't think I could move that well, but yeah.
What are we clocked in from the outfield? I think the one.
I have no idea actually.
Just let it loose.
Yeah.
There was one where Breggs. Was this past homestand or right before the break? he dinked someone at third base, and you guys, he almost slipped the tag, and it was like he was rounding second by the time you got the ball, and you threw a seed, and Bregman was just standing there, and this was one of those quick dinks. God, who was that?
The one in Seattle was Robles.
Was Robles?
Yeah. So that leads me. I got to ask you about your home run rob of Julio Rodriguez in right field. Yeah. So it's bottom of the 8th, 1 out. In a close game, Loperfido already makes a badass catch in left.
No, it was before.
It was before. Sorry, before. Then Loperfido makes that catch. So obviously helping Ryan Presley out in the 8th. You're playing the division rival, and then you throw up the no-fly zone. So is that like the no-fly zone, because we were looking it up from like the 2015 Denver Broncos, or is that something that Julio Rodriguez does? Or
no, Julio, he robbed me at home. I hit a ball out towards the opposing bullpen, like at the 366, and he jumped up and caught it, made an unreal play, and then he did the no-fly zone.
Okay.
And so and in right center, there's like the Julio no-fly zone seat section. And so they all have like signs, and they'll hold their hands out every time.
That makes it even better.
Yeah, so he robbed me, so I had to get him back.
Yeah, okay.
It was fun. He was awesome about it. He was fired up. We talked the next day, so it was cool.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah. He took it in stride, man. Like tipped his cat, smiled, laughed about it. That's pretty cool, man. That makes it so much better. Yeah. I didn't know what it was. I thought something different. Like I thought I went to the NFL because we talked about it, but it makes it even better that they have a no-fly zone
in their face, dude. Just in their face. Did you see that dumbass fan that tried to
catch it with a cup?
Yeah, tried with a cup.
Hey,
he did what?
But if he
wanted it.
He wanted the guy.
What happened?
Guy had a souvenir cup. If you look right behind my glove, there's a guy trying to stab at it with a souvenir cup. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna catch it.
Did you feel that when you make the play? Like you see that?
No, I mean you're so close to the wall. It was you just kind of. I didn't really. You have to almost check to see if you catch it sometimes because you hit the wall and that's what you feel the most.
You dinked me. I was like, damn, that slipped out. And then because you kind of sat there before you threw up the no-fly zone. I was like, shit, that ball just had to go right over his glove or something. Mm-hmm. And then you pull it out. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
What a fucking inning though. Your play, Loperfido's play, you help out Ryan Presley, and then you go into the 9th and close it out in Seattle. Me personally, I fucking hate Seattle fans. I can't stand them. I think they're jackasses, and
they've been rough to us.
Yeah, dude, they're. It's for what too? Yeah. They don't do shit. You've done nothing. Anyway, that's a different story. But I thought it was great, man. That inning, it just shows. We've talked about it too. It shows how athletic you guys are out in the outfield. There's a lot of athleticism in this outfield, even with Kyle Tucker not playing.
Yeah, that night we had 2 unreal catches, and one of them wasn't even made by the best one. Jake Myers is a fucking field general out there. So, it's we have some fun out there. That's what Jake told GP that night was the boys are having fun out here.
That's sick. Something about Jake, and obviously coming off the labrum surgery, and I try to tell everyone online, that's in baseball, that's almost like a death sentence.
Yeah, it's worse than Tommy John these days.
The success rate to even get back to maybe where you were, to see Jake do that this year, like you said, just a field general. You guys, when y'all 3 are out there, nothing's dropping. It's pretty damn impressive to watch. The prep that you guys put in, obviously we'll talk offensively, but defensively, I think that shines. Is it meetings with the boys? How does that kind of look like behind scenes? Is it Gary caring a lot, or is it kind of just bouncing all the ideas off each other?
Yeah, we have meetings before the series starts. We'll go over the pitching staff and the bullpen. We'll also have GP and Clarkie talk about the outfielders, how we're kind of going to look at it on the bases. Joe will be in there and go over a general plan and stuff like that. And then as we go out every day for stretch and BP, we'll take ground balls and fly balls with Clarkie and GP, and we'll go over. Usually, if it's a 3-game series, everybody will get a day. It's maybe we're warming up on the third base line. So whoever's playing left, GP will kind of go over and run through a plan with him and then make it over to center and right as guys go in to hit. And it's just general stuff hey, in Seattle, the left field line's got a little bit of a curve at the pole, so you got to see a few balls off the wall there to know how to go and get a carom. Right field, it's a straight, flat angle, so it's a whole lot easier to read. So there's just little things that's just mentioned and noticed as you go forward through the everyday.
What's Gary Pettis like?
He's a legend.
Yeah.
He is a legend.
You know his son was playing in the NFL?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I got to be out at Texans training camp when his son was out there and got to chit-chat with Gary a lot. Not a lot, just a little bit. But I didn't talk about baseball. I actually talked about football.
Right.
And even in football, if you hear him talk football, it's dude, does this guy know everything about every sport possible? This
sharp.
guy is so damn smart.
Oh, yeah. He's sharp.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, man. And his son was a pretty good player. I don't know if he's still in the league. I think he's still in the league.
I think he's still kind of floating around.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver. I know that. He's a pretty talented, man. But I've heard nothing but good things. And my interactions with Garrett Pettis have always been, you can just tell how much baseball knowledge is there. And there was a time where he wasn't even coaching third because he was sick.
Mm-hmm.
And people didn't know if he was going to come back to actually coach. And then he came back. And then when Joe Espada became the manager, he stayed on the staff. They brought him back as a staff. So it's just a big addition to that staff. And obviously the little things that he attacks with you guys is invaluable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's it like being a 30-30 guy? It happened, was it last year you got 30-30?
Yeah.
Are you thinking through, obviously you're grinding to get to the show, you're doing that, but in the moment, are you just like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna swipe some bags today? What's that like? Because I've never been fast. I've been a guy that stretched doubles into singles my entire life. And like the fastest I've ever been, you know the walkways at the airport where you can like...
Oh yeah, the moving, yeah.
I'm like,
walkways.
this is how you guys operate when you guys run. This has got to be the greatest feeling ever. So this is just for all the slow people out there, just to know, to talk to someone that's fast.
But honestly, with the Angels, they just kind of taught me how to do it better. I guess I'd always been able to move. And so I just feel like I wanted to like be a big athlete because I knew I could hit the ball hard. I just wanted to see how many bases I could steal. And it wasn't anything of like I had a real number in my head. Like once I started going, I guess 2020 started popping in my head. And then after I got to that, I just wanted to see how far I could take it. I was just going to, just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was cool. It was in the middle of it. I didn't really think it was going to happen. I stole 5 bases probably off surprise because I never really took off much. And then I was like, I wonder how many times I can get away with this.
Have you been telling Jordan about that? Because all of a sudden he's just swiping bags. It just...
Kid's moving, huh?
Moving. It's just... And not even like... You're going to get like, a double steal, maybe a ball in the dirt, good read. No, he's swiping bags.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like...
I think it's crazy that people refer to him as a kid because he's still like mid-20s.
Yeah, he's a man-child.
Like he's literally a man-child. I want to hit on when you were with the Angels.
Okay.
So you were with them for how many years was it?
2 years. Well, in the minor leagues, 2 years.
2 years. And then you get traded to the Astros.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Angels organization has not had a lot of good success here over the last couple of years. Trout's been there. Ohtani's been there. They had Pujols at one point. So when you got traded from the Angels to the Astros, were you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, were you relieved to leave that and come to a winning organization, at least for the last 7-8 years? Or was it, hey, I'm very grateful to have been here. Now we're going to open up this new chapter in my career? How did you feel?
Definitely more the latter. I trusted in God's timing and God's plan, and forever grateful for the Halos organization. They were the team to give me my first big league call. So I'll never, talk bad about that because they were the first ones to give me the opportunity. So it was awesome. And then there was no reason to, kind of wish I was over there, wish I was anywhere else because the Lord's got a plan and his timing's perfect. And so more like you said, just open a new chapter.
Yeah.
Next opportunity. So
one thing we talked about just with the guys, and I mean, we've been fortunate, to know Braggs and Tuck and all these different people, and to see them grow as men, but also just the sustained success the Astros had. I just hang my hat on the culture of the team, and obviously winning comes and goes. I think the thing that stands with the Houston Astros and everything that's come with it is the culture. Did you hear about any of that before you got traded, and then once you're in it? How is it? The expectations of what you thought, or is reality different? Because I feel like the biggest success for the Astros on this run is almost like when you look at Alabama or you look at the Patriots. It's just like that culture you bring, and everyone that comes up, they don't have to be the guy. They can just be who they are and just be part of the machine that keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough if you don't necessarily know guys who are like personal in the clubhouse. Like I didn't really have a lot of buddies who knew much about this team because we were in the minor leagues and stuff like that. And then when you get to the big leagues, it's just it's a rivalry against that team.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can imagine guys having egos and stuff like that, but everybody in that clubhouse just wants to win. Everybody in that clubhouse just is fighting for the guy next to him, and it's awesome. Like I remember as soon as we actually played against the Astros in my debut with the Angels last year, and I got to talk to Breggy, and like he was laid back. He was he was joking around talking about his horses and stuff like that. And then we show up in the clubhouse, and I was, I didn't know what to expect. Like, now that I'm in his setting, what's he going to be like? Dude, just he's a kid. His nickname's the Kid.
He's such a goofball.
Yeah, I know, man.
And it's awesome just having everybody like welcome you in the clubhouse like that, because if you're there to win, they don't care. They're ready to go, and that's the best part about it. You can be whoever you need to be, as long as we go out and win baseball games.
How was it being a teammate of Jose Altuve?
Oh, he's awesome. He's every time he comes in, he's saying what's up to everybody. You see him work, you see him bust his hind end, like it's incredible. And then the stuff he's able to do, just being the freak athlete that he is, it's crazy. And at 34, still doing it.
Yeah,
guy's a legend.
We think he's going to get to 3,000 hits. I think, if you look at the COVID season, like the COVID season took away like 160 hits for him, 170 hits, and he's still on pace if he continues to stay healthy and play. Right. He's going to hit 3,000, and he's already in my opinion, I don't know how you guys feel. He's the best Astros player of all time. You could build the statue right now.
Yeah.
And no one would have anything. And that's no disrespect to Jeff Bagwell and Craig Biggio. You could do it right now.
Yeah.
So, everything that he does as a player, but I was always curious about how he is as a teammate. We've heard from other players, but from you, a young guy that's been in the minor leagues and then coming up and then going back down and then coming back up, like what it's like to be next to that guy every single day.
Yeah, he's awesome. Checks in on you, says what's up, jokes around with you. He's the man.
It's crazy. Just a guy, man.
Just guys being dudes.
Just guys being dudes.
That's pretty sweet.
What's your off season like? Is it going back home to Tennessee? Is it staying here? Are we fishing? Are we hunting? What's the perfect off season?
I'd like to do some more hunting this off season.
You seem like a hunter.
I'm actually not. I've only been.
So you didn't play football and you didn't hunt? Did you even live in Tennessee?
Yeah. Listen, I got a stamp. Right
I know.
Here.
I see that. I see that.
Got a stamp right there.
Really?
Yeah. I when I was younger in the minor leagues, I would go home and I would go fishing a lot with my pops. I moved to Atlanta, I guess about halfway through the offseason since I got drafted. And then since then I've moved like full time, got married, and I live down there now. So
Atlanta's fun.
Yeah, well, honestly, it's more convenient. There's just not a whole lot to do back home.
Gwinnett area, north?
What part of Atlanta?
We were just south of Buckhead last year.
Oh, okay.
We'd like to look a little bit more north going forward.
I like the Dunwoody area.
Yeah.
It's a nice area up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I moved down there, train and hit down there. It's just convenient. My agent's from there. A lot of pro guys there, a lot of talent. The guy I hit with and work out, they're all there. So it's just more of a convenience thing. I'll go back home a couple times. We alternate vacation or holidays now.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you get married, I guess. But yeah, we'll take one vacation. Like we got a buddy getting married in Sweden this off season, so we're probably gonna do that. So yeah, it'll be cool.
That's gonna be fun.
It's not a bad off season. A little Sweden.
One trip, lay back, and then starting to get ready.
So how long, like after the season? Well, I mean, this is what your first big league season, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a good majority of time. So what does an off season look like for you? Let's say the season.
I don't know. Let's just randomly throw a scenario out there.
They win the World Series.
No, I mean, there's a parade on Louisiana Street.
Yeah.
There's
just
happened to be in November.
Yeah. You're going to celebrate for probably about a week or so, and then what does it look like? Take some time off, be with the family, and then get right back after it?
Yeah, I mean,
hit the weights more.
You got to let the body recover. So instead of taking maybe a month or 3 weeks off, I take 2 weeks off just to completely do nothing and relax, and then start working out again. I'll pick up a bat middle of December. So
what are we swinging dimension-wise?
Started with a 34, 32 this year. Now we're doing like some testing with like moment of inertia in bats to see if I need to.
Hitters are talking to you. Don't worry about it. I know exactly what
if I need to go shorter, go lighter, or whatever, or at least find more of a balanced model. So we're working with that, but usually like a 34, 32.
Yeah, look. Hey, I know moment of inertia was big for you, but we got it. Hitters, we don't have to expand on it.
I swung a 34, 31, but it was a BB core.
Yeah.
I didn't. I swung wood and BP, but it was still a 34, 31.
I was a 33, 30 guy.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
I was pretty fucking weak, man.
I was a weak. Well, I'm not built like y'all. I'm sorry.
I wasn't built like this in college.
Oh. It's all right.
Yeah.
I'll get up.
You remember? So we had Ryan Stanek.
Mm-hmm.
We've had him on a couple of times, and remember that day that he was telling us about. I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, I asked him about his top rail fastball because he was like executing it with the Astros extremely well. So we were talking about like when some of the pitchers come to the Astros, when Brent Strom was here, they but they suggested ditching the two-seam and going with upper velocity, upper four-seamers. And he took us down this path of like horizontal, vertical. God, I wish we had the clip so we could show you, dude. It was me and Dez like kept looking at each other and we were like, yeah, makes sense. And we were like, what the?
It was like it was like a time traveler,
dude. It was
going
insane.
to talk to cavemen and like just telling them like what the world was like. We're just like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Know exactly what you're talking about. But like that was in a pitcher's mind.
Right.
So now you're sitting here talking about. Can you say that? What was it? Inertia and what?
Moment of inertia.
Moment of inertia.
Yeah. So it's like a balance point. So like if you held a bat like this, you would find like the middle point where it would stay level, and then the higher the number, the further out towards the end it is, being more end-loaded.
I was gonna say that's end-loaded. I know end-loaded.
Yeah. And the lower the number, it would be more balanced.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want? So obviously you said you're testing.
Yeah.
Do you want more balance? Or do you want more end-loaded?
Seems like I want a little bit more balance. I swing a higher number, but I don't know. We're still trying to see.
Maybe that's what we ought to do. We ought to
we need
do some moment of inertia.
Yeah, we need to do some moment of inertias in here.
Yeah.
Right before the pod, like let's wait out.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have the camera on. Maybe
we do this 100-mile-an-hour challenge where we went to DST. You heard of DST? Dynamic Strength Training up in Tomball, Premier Baseball.
Okay.
A lot of big league guys go up there.
Gotcha.
Like Alec Boehm was there when we were there. We do a 100-mile-an-hour challenge where we put a machine up to 100 and see how many
hacks we can get.
Yeah, see how many balls we can just make contact with.
Okay.
And so I think maybe we ought to.
We'll get back in the lab. I have 2 second place finishes back to back here, so I didn't get my.
Let me know what you guys find out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll do. I
won
get
the
all
first
the
one. He got second, and then this past year he got second again. I couldn't do it. I had back surgery in October, so I couldn't swing it to defend my crown. He's still taking second place.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with silver. It's nothing. It's nothing wrong. One of the things I want to talk about, and this is just kind of general baseball fan comment thing. What are some parks that you love hitting at? Like as you're getting all the what is where you're seeing the ball well, or just the backdrop's nice, or what is? Because I mean, who doesn't love a good BP session? You know what I mean? Like what's one of the parks you've?
Honestly, Minute Maid's kind of tough. Like for a lefty, like the righties have those train tracks out there. Those are sweet, but like getting one in the upper tank at Minute Maid's kind of tough. So it's not. I don't think ours is one of them. Angel Stadium was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That high right center wall. It was a pretty good visual. Toronto's awesome.
With the roof open?
Yeah. And then, I don't know, just something about hitting at Yankee Stadium was cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yankee Stadium's pretty.
Yeah. So like, that'll get your juices flowing.
Was that like an oh shit, like I'm in the show moment?
No, I'd had a couple before that, but it was definitely the nicest one I'd ever played at. So it was just, it was cool. I don't know how to describe it.
What were your oh shit moments?
My first knock, because I got pulled in the 5th in that game. A lefty came in to relieve, and I got pulled. So I got to kind of sit in it with the game still going on for a couple innings. So that was pretty cool. That was like, dang, I'm really here. Like I'm looking around, and there's more than 2,500 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
But that was one of them. First homer was sick, like when they hand it to you in your locker and got it authenticated. That's pretty cool.
Who was it off?
Johan Oviedo for the Pirates.
Oh, speaking of the Pirates, they come to town after the Dodgers. Paul Skenes supposed to be on the mound Monday.
Yeah.
Have you? I mean, obviously you've seen it, but have you seen what this kid's doing? Like it's insane. He the other night 8 2/3 or 8 1/3, and he got the loss, and he only gave up 2 hits.
Yeah, he's strong. He's strong for sure.
Yeah, he's.
Hey, I mean, this is you can send this. This is just scouting information. He may throw the fastball.
Look for the heater.
Look for the heater.
Yeah.
Cheat to the heater.
Ambush that damn thing.
Yeah, little inertia.
Man.
Yeah.
We'll get the.
I can't wait to talk moment of inertia with my travel ball kids.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
can't wait to talk.
Yeah. And roadie. I don't call them roadies. I call them road trips.
So roadie strong.
Yeah, we're gonna start calling them roadies.
Roadie strong.
So looking ahead, for the rest of the season, obviously trade deadline's coming in. I know you don't get involved in all that stuff, but there's a lot of talk about the pitching for the Houston Astros. Just talk to me about the grind that these guys have been going through, dealing with the injuries. Like Spencer Arrighetti, young guy, Ronel Blanco, young guy but up in age. They got him out of a car wash. Framber Valdez, Justin Verlander kind of being hurt a little bit. I mean, you're still around the pitchers, and we know that POs are a different breed. But I just want, like, from your perspective as an everyday player and seeing the grind that these guys are going through, knowing that these other guys, like Hunter Brown, busting his ass with ace stuff. We saw it again yesterday. Just kind of take me through from a position player standpoint, looking at how tough these guys really are with basically just a 5-man rotation right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's next man up in there. Like we talked about earlier with the clubhouse, like everybody wants to win and everybody pulls for the same goal. Something happens, those guys step up. HB, like you said, he's shoving. He looks really well. He's throwing the ball really well right now. Like everybody's they're carrying every load that they can. It's been good. We've got guys stepping up and really putting their necks out there.
Like even like Sean Dubin, coming in, shoving for 4 innings and then passing the ball off to the next guy. Like Seth Martinez, Taylor Scott, dude.
Yeah.
Taylor Scott's
filthy, dude. You
want to talk about like a journeyman, like 7 teams in 7 years, and he should have been an all-star this year.
Yeah, Scotty's a dog.
Yeah,
Scotty's a dog.
Filth. And I don't. Is it just that angle he's at? Like, because everything that comes out of his hand, I'm just like, okay, one of these is eventually to come out flat. No, everything is just sharp. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a quick arm and he hides it really well. I haven't seen him since spring. I think I faced him 1AB and a live, but like he does hide it well, so it gets on you. And obviously funky angles. So
yeah.
Not to mention he's gross. So like,
and he's got the stuff too.
Yeah. So
who have you faced from the team in like a live BP session?
I faced Jake Bloss in Seattle right after the All-Star break. He's good stuff, man. He's gonna be a good arm.
A lot of strikes.
He's gonna be a good arm.
Yeah.
That I can remember, Taylor Scott. I faced Hunter Brown on a rainy day in spring training, and then I think I stood in on a JV at bat.
That was that.
It was
like
I was glad I didn't have to swing, so I could appreciate it.
Yeah,
that's
cool. Actually even cooler.
Yeah.
Like to just stand in on it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how big standing in on guys to help you see pitches, but help your pitcher out.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that so much more these days than from what I'm used to.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it's like to just stand and watch Justin Verlander, like future Hall of Famer Justin Verlander, throw all of his pitches.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, kind of gets me bricked up thinking about it. But like as a baseball guy,
best job I ever had.
Yeah.
What now you experienced both spring trainings. Are we like in Florida better or Arizona?
I like Arizona, man.
That's Arizona. That's the answer, man.
Yeah, West Palm's not a bad place to be. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
But I don't know. It's nice because everybody's so close.
Yeah.
Like being a young guy, I had to go to Clearwater and Lakeland this year. Those are some tough bus rides.
That's a haul.
AZ, like 50 minutes with traffic is your longest trip, so it's kind of nice.
Plus the weather during that time of the year is literally perfect.
Yeah,
in Arizona.
Yeah, the air's a little thinner than Florida, but the temps are about the same. Like I would go to work in like a long sleeve tee and come home in a short sleeve tee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I mean, I'm just ecstatic that you came in on your off day. Appreciate you guys so much. You have any last questions?
Yeah, I want to show him the video.
Oh yeah,
I just want to get get your live reaction of it. We might sound like jackasses a little bit.
Yeah, let's preface.
Let's
preface.
So you just got traded.
Yeah.
So we did a reaction video. So it's like it's a YouTube short, right? It's just an Instagram reel. So
okay.
Let's preface. Brian did bring up the strikeout rate last year.
Yeah,
he did bring that up.
Dude, it's at like 32 right now. I got to cut it down. I got to start putting the ball in play more.
I'm just saying.
This was before.
Yeah, this is before.
Yeah.
Now you're a dude. Like, hey, it's fine. Swing away, dude. Inertia. We're working on inertia.
Yeah.
We're swinging through inertia.
We're working every day. We're going to take care of it. All right.
Traded to the Astros yesterday. He can play he can play corner outfield and he can play first base. Swings from the left side. He hits tanks, dude. He's a 30-30 guy. He's got like a 28.4 sprint speed. Dude can run like the wind. Only thing
who's glazing, dude? Who's glazing?
On camera is the strikeout numbers are just a little bit elevated. Yeah. Oh, dude, he's got a 109.5 exit velo average.
This is pretty cool.
You can't teach that, bro. That is
Did you guys tag me in this?
You can teach.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I haven't seen this. This is pretty cool. There you go. All right. Well, I appreciate it.
We've been day one Cabbage guys.
For sure.
I think it's 29.4 sprint speed now.
Is it up?
I think so.
All right, we'll do another reaction video.
Yeah.
I mean, all I said was that the strikeout number were just a little bit high. That's a little bit elevated. That's all I said.
Look, I'm an original Cabbage guy. You got to work on it.
Oh, here we go.
It's fine. But
I'm not going to hear the end of this for like forever now.
You're good, man. We're getting better every day.
Look, man, we all got to get better, don't we? It's all baseball's a game of adjustments.
Hey, like, as podcasters, we got to grind. 162 is tough for us. People forget about that.
I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day. Okay,
yeah,
to talk
people forget.
Sports,
yeah,
so.
People forget that.
Yeah.
No, Trey, thanks for coming in on your off day, man. Appreciate you so much. And anything you want to plug? Any brands you were doing? I mean, this is your free.
Like, what are we rocking?
I got Shane Smith and the Saints.
Okay.
On today, yeah. I got it from Parker Mashinsky.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I guess he wore it on a walk-in one day, and he tagged them, and they sent him a couple hats. So,
hell yeah.
There you go.
Sweet little lid.
You want to plug Lulu at all? Or no?
I guess I look like a Lulu ad. But
yeah, that's right. I wear plenty of Lulu, too.
Yeah,
so.
you're a big Lulu guy.
Yeah.
Comfy, man.
Yeah, there you go. Well, again, like Dez said, man, we appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And best of luck to you guys for the rest of the season. Maybe we can get you in, I don't know, a month or two. Check back in if you got some time.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There you go. All right, that was Trey Cabbage, Astros outfielder. Dez, man, what?
That was fun.
Holy shit, that dude is
Inertia?
large. Yeah, man.
He's big human.
Yeah.
Big human. No fly zone.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people that can make me feel like I have a small hand, but I think you said it perfectly off camera. Dad handshake, like dad strength.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm older than him, but thank you, Dad.
I think the craziest part that I learned about Trey Cabbage is not a big hunter and didn't play football.
Didn't play football.
He is built like a brick shithouse, and he didn't play football.
And we learned the ins and outs of hitting.
Yeah. Moment of inertia. Write that down, folks.
Yeah. It's huge. I'm gonna put it on our shirt.
Yeah.
No, this is a cool episode. Great guy. On his off day, like just
on
to come
a rainy off day.
A rainy off day to come in. That was sick. That was absolutely sick. And the dude just finds barrels. Like I know we've been joking about it, but like literally the entire year I was just like, I feel like every time he comes up, he just hits the shit out. It may be an out, but he hits the shit out of the baseball.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of, we talked about the mentality of it, just find barrels.
Yeah, we got to show him our reaction video of when he got traded here.
Cool.
That was kind of cool.
That was real cool.
Yeah, even though I talked about his strikeout rate being a little bit elevated. But, hey, he took it in stride.
Yeah, he did.
You know, the no-fly zone thing was cool. You guys are going to enjoy the hell out of that, or I hope you've enjoyed the hell out of that.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, definitely. We're back, baby.
We're so back.
Trade deadline right around the corner.
Boys, baby. We're so second half.
Trade deadline right around the corner.
Call the mayor.
Yes, John Whitmire.
Playing the parade.
Hey, bub.
Lock down Louisiana Street.
Block it off.
Confetti's falling. Champagne's flowing.
Yeah.
Nothing but good vibes.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hey, it's been a while since you've been here.
It has, man.
First place. We were in last place last time you were here.
Yeah, we were. The Astros
honestly, I think we should go back to see where the Astros were.
Last time I was on?
You may be suspended.
Dude, they were like.
Hold on. Internet?
They were like 6 games out.
Was it?
Yeah, they were like 4 or 5 below 500. Yeah.
I haven't been on an episode. You may have beyond. This is actually.
Well, I had 2 out-of-town trips.
No, I know.
One was 8 days. One was 7 days.
I know.
So like, there's 15. So yeah,
I'm just saying, you may be on suspension for the rest of the year.
That's fine. If
we're not going to let the comments dictate because we know the comments are just not nice.
Yeah, thanks. Can't wait. Let's thank the people
suspended.
Let's
get one of those those Adam Schefter graphics of you and just suspended.
Yeah, like with the red and white on the bottom. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Oh my goodness.
Suspended
Josh picked that up.
Yeah.
Let's thank our lovely people.
Went on 2 planned vacations. Astros made a run. Suspended.
It's terrible. Let's thank the people that powered this episode.
Yeah. Save the date right now. National Chicken Wing Day. Monday, July 29th. $1 wings all day. $11 pitchers of Modelo Corona Premier. And $5 Modelo 34 ounces. Those are big boys.
Yeah.
At Big City Wings, all 13 locations will have in the comments. $1 in this economy?
It's phenomenal.
This cannot be profitable for Frito-Lay. So shout out to Big City Wings. They're all up and running. They did so many great things during the hurricane to help out everyone in the community. Another person that helped out big in the community was Jesse's Burgers. You can go to their locations in the comments below, up on the north side, northeast side. And Coby Stevens. I'm rocking the birdie shirt right now. Actually had 4 birdies in this shirt over the weekend.
Yeah, Coby Stevens golf apparel.
Not only golf apparel, outdoor apparel. They're running new fishing.
Yep.
Women's line, youth line, and you know what? You can use code APOLLOHOU for 25% off your entire order.
We got that now?
Coby hooked it up.
Nice, dude.
It was sick.
CobyStevens.com. Check that out.
Hey, buy the shirt. It has birdies in it. If I'm making birdies on the course,
whew,
it's a bad day to be a birdie.
It is a bad day.
Great day to buy a shirt for Coby Stevens.
There you go. Coby Stevens Golf Pair, CobyStevens.com. That's going to do it.
What a great episode. We're so back. You may be suspended, but we're back.
That's okay. Well, we're all back because we are a team.
You know
here.
what? In solidarity of this, in moment of inertia, I will suspend myself if you're suspended.
Okay, good. So let Josh and Garrett run it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let the comments decide if we're suspended.
Well, they're going to suspend me for sure.
If you're suspended, I'm going to be.
The Astros could be 15 games above 500, and just because Apollo Dez said suspend me, all your goons are going to be like, suspend Lima.
I didn't say suspend.
Look at him, he's yelling again.
We need to look into it.
He's yelling again.
We just need to look into it.
He's back and he's yelling already. Oh my God.
We're so back.
That's going to do it.
When is this going? When is this dropping?
This is today.
Oh,
so we're going to have our live show back tomorrow. Friday. What time? Noon?
Nooner.
High noon.
High noon. Bad day to be high noon.
Yep. Perfect. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Love you guys.
We did that literally at the same time.